Ryan from Media Spotlight UK, and it's an honour that I'm here today with Darren the Gorilla Till, who will be fighting on the main event of Misfits 20 tomorrow against Anthony Taylor. Darren, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I feel very good. I'm delighted, to be honest.
What's it been like this week in the whole setup? Misfits, changing opponent, like sort of last minute. What's it been like for you mentally?
I've been a part of this fight game a long time, so it takes a big thing to probably mess with me. But it's been a bit. It's been intriguing. I've seen a lot of commotion. Obviously, they're all just hyped, aren't they, to fight every day, and that's obviously where I'm like, come on, guys, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, if you were really gonna fight, you should see each other outside and you should fight. We know you aren't gonna fight, so tone it down. But it is what it is. They're all having a good time. I'm just sitting back and watching. To be honest, it's madness.
So obviously you come in at 195. How has the weight been, and how has it been drawing down to a certain weight? Bearing in mind, obviously, cutting weight can be difficult. Has it been all right this camp, cutting down the weight?
It's been okay, yeah. It's always as usual. Like, no one likes cutting weight. Obviously, I had to cut a few extra kilos to make the weight for Anthony because he's a smaller guy than Tommy. But again, nobody likes cutting weight. So it hasn't been, I'd say, mad hard, but it's always a little struggle. You've got to stay on your macros and stuff like that, and that's what I've done.
So being a superstar in the UFC, coming down to boxing, what's been the difference in terms of camps, like changing sparring, changing fitness? What's it like? What's a camp in the UFC compared to a camp in Misfits?
Well, obviously UFC's it's MMA based, and so everything's to do with MMA, grappling, strike, and a lot of S&C stuff like that. Whereas boxing is just one discipline in it, so it's boxing. So you get a lot of boxing pads in, a lot of bag rounds, a lot of running, a lot of sparring. That's your particulars done in it. So you just do more at the one discipline, which is what I've been doing with obviously my coaches and that. No big changes, but just obviously the change to boxing. That's what you've got to get used to.
So I heard obviously with the fallout from Tommy Fury not participating in this fight. Now there was rumours going around that he heard about sparring. So obviously he knows you're serious in the boxing sparring department, and he's heard stories because he doesn't want to smoke with you, Darren.
He knows I can fight. That's the thing with him and his team and his dad. They know I can have a good fight. So I just don't think they wanted that. There's obviously bigger, easier fights out there. I think the Jake Paul fight's the bigger, easier fight for him. So if he chases that, he chases that. So there's no skin off my nose, but that's genuinely what I think happened.
And Anthony Taylor, obviously he's a bit of a joker out there, always pulling the strings. What do you think of him as an opponent, and what do you see in him in terms of a weakness that you can exploit tomorrow night?
I just think he's a smaller guy. I can pick him off, and when he's lunging in, I can grab him and get him. If he tries to run in him, like make it an ugly fight, I've just got to be prepared to be on my game, like inside, get away. So we'll see, but he can be a little tricky opponent at times.
So obviously, if you get the job done tomorrow, what would be your next plan? Was it something where you would continue with Misfits, go into another boxing company, back to the UFC? We just never know, Darren. What's your plans going forward?
Yeah, I think I'm going to continue with Misfits for a little while. See what's happening with these. They've been doing a good job with me, so we'll stay with Misfits. We'll see what's happening, and then who knows if we move on. You never know.
So prediction for tomorrow night, Darren?
I think I stop him inside 5 rounds.
You heard it here first. 5 rounds, Darren Till. Good luck for tomorrow, Darren, and welcome to Misfits, my man. Thank you.